Hello, welcome to introduction video to AZ-300. This is an Azure Architect Technologies exam provided by Microsoft. Before we begin, I would like to set some expectations. You're going to need some Azure familiarity. It would have been nice if you have logged in before to Azure. You know approximately how Azure looks like. Um, However, if you haven't, it's not such a big deal. I'm going to simplify these videos so basically anyone can follow. And the ultimate goal is everyone that follows these videos will be capable and knowledgeable enough to pass the exam and also uh, do their job. The way how these videos are going to work is I'm going to explain theory first. So get that out of the way and get everybody familiar what to expect. And then after that, we're going to introduce some hands-on labs, how things function in Azure Live, and how they can be done. So who am I? My name is Marko Zlatanovic. I been working in IT industry for well over 12 years. I've been developing systems and solutions, and then in the last 5, 6 years, I've been playing in the clouds every day. Um, I started as a support level 1 to the position that I hold now as a cloud principal architect. And the reason why I'm putting these videos together is just one of the ways how I want to give back to the community. Um, when I started to learn cloud and cloud technology, there were no videos out there, so you had to really rely on people that you know and certain documents that you can find on Google. And because of that, there were some very helpful people, and the community was very helpful in helping me out to learn something new. I want to give back and then hopefully help somebody else out. Um, so what is Azure? We're going to cover this in more detail a bit later, but just to kind of give you a hint, Azure is a rentable computing service with no upfront investment, which means if you would have an account right now, you could log in and you could see what services Microsoft provides in Azure. And if you do not use these services, you are not going to be charged. So $0 investment. It is owned by Microsoft. It is a direct competition to AWS, Amazon, and Google's GCP. It is also called a second version of Azure. I will explain this a bit later. There were some other versions of Azure, and then in 2016, 2017, it started to look like it does today. Course introduction. So what can you expect? What can you see? What will you be able to see in these videos that I'll be putting together? So uh, the most updated version of Syllabus was posted on December 4th, and you can see the copy on this link. I will post this link as well in the comments below on YouTube. And the way how it's going to function, we're going to cover some Azure fundamentals first. uh, just to get everybody familiar what you need to work in Azure, how can you create your accounts. There is also a desktop application that you can download. Then once we log into Azure, we're going to analyze some resources, see how it looks like, and then once we create some resources, we're going to see its utilization. Um, and then we're going to focus on creating, configuring storage accounts and virtual machines. They're all going to reside in some kind of virtual network. Uh, Once we do that, we're going to focus on managing and securing identities. So who and what can log into Azure and your network. We're going to cover also on governance and RBAC access. Then we are going to create, deploy certain apps. We're going to also configure serverless computing, something like functions, for example. We're going to play with containers, Docker especially. We're going to migrate certain servers and to see how that functions, because that's usually the first way companies get introduced to cloud, and also we're going to configure some automation. So without any further ado, let's get started with Azure AZ-300. Look for my second video.